Caleb like, oh, I mean loud. Oh, you scared me, Rody Dody. My mama said, what are y'all doing? I'm like, I'm just coming from the bathroom. So Caleb like, I wasn't nowhere near the bathroom. I was coming up the stairs. Caleb looked, he was already alarmed. And she like, boo man, you better be, that better not be you. He like, I gotta pee. She said, you better pee quick. So he went in the bathroom. He like, so all of a sudden he shuts the door. Marky comes upstairs. I'm trying to let him know mom is woke. Go back in your room. But I'm doing these language. Before I learned sign language, I was doing it. Like, how you not, you don't know what this means. So he like, so he steady walking. Like, you tripping. I'm like, my mama like, who is that? I'm like, Caleb like, mom? She like, what, Caleb? He like, I just defecated. Can you wipe my butt? She like, Rody Dody, wipe his butt. First, he laughing at the door. Caleb, he laughing. He think it's funny. He know that he know that I dislike wiping his posterior. And plus, you should know how to wipe your own dang on posterior. But you want to, because she say you the king. But you know what? I'm going to do it. Right? So Marky like, I'm like, so he get in the room. He like, come on, Rody, don't eat my butt. I'm like, Caleb, I'm coming. She like, Caleb, say something else. I promise you I'm going to come in there and I'm going to whoop you myself. You're going to discover what a whooping is. Look, Caleb got popped maybe once or twice. Caleb ain't never, okay, got no whipping before. Caleb don't know what a whipping feel like. All right? But you know what? I was definitely penalizing him when I could. So soon as I bent him, I'm like, bend down. I was rough with it. He like, hey. I'm like, come on. He like, I gotta put my foot on the tub. I'm like, Caleb, do not raise your leg up. What did you raising your leg up for? Huh? First, it's just bend over. He like, no, but please. So I went on here, boom, my wife is posterior. He like, can you dry it now? I'm like, so I went on here, I dried his posterior. He was like, because it was wet in there. That's the only reason why I wanted you to dry it. So boom, he goes, he shut his door. My mom like, bet now nobody come out their room. I'm like, okay, I'm done. She like, Rody Dody. I'm like, I didn't even make it good enough in my room yet. Now, mind you, Marky is in the room waiting on me. He waiting on me. So I go and I'm like, yes, mom. She like, maybe a bowl of cereal, like a small bowl, not too much. And put 2 cubes of ice in my milk. Don't give me a lot of milk because you know that's going to make my stomach upset. Just give me a little. I'm like, okay. It's always a treat when my mama eat because my mama was like going weeks without eating, or when she did eat, she would throw it up. And whatever she threw up, it wasn't like if it was a big meal, it'd be some like a submarine sandwich or a glizzy, pretty much a hot dog sandwich or whatever, you know, one of those things, the Polishes, you know what I'm saying, that she'd be barfing it back up. So she was really drinking like Ensure if she can, but she was throwing that up. So whenever time my mom wanted a snack, it was always a treat for me because she needs to eat. So boom, I make her a bowl of Lucky Charms, little bit of milk, 2 ice cubes, swirl it around so it's already cold for her. I'm like, here you go. She like, thank you so much. So boom, she eating it. I go in my room. Marky like, I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, they always depend on me. They don't never call your name. So me and him talk, he like, you want to leave? I'm like, no, let's wait. My mom eating a bowl of cereal. Like, let's just wait. He like, you want me to go to my room? No, stay here. He like, calm down. He like, relax. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna need you to just be quiet because mama can hear everything. like my room is right next to her. So I'm trying to, because he was like whispering, but still using his voice. Like he was like, man, you tripping. Like, shh, be quiet. So my mama like, Brody Doty. Like, he like, so I go, I'm like, yeah. She like, here, take my bowl in the kitchen and wash it. I'm like, okay. So boom, I knew that we was Gucci. So boom, I'm like, all right. He like, you want to see his mama sleep? Now, we don't know how many minutes it was. So he like, you want to see his mama sleep? I'm like, no. He like, wait, I'll be right back. I'm like, no, don't go out the room. Marky went out the room. Come back, he got a little grocery bag, like a small little grocery bag. I'm like, what you got? He like, some eggs. I'm like, I said, we ringing this bell. We ain't doing that. He like, we doing it. So boom, I popped the window open. Now, mind you, Mark is not really good with the window. So I got to tab the sheet. Boom, we make it down there. I make it down there. Perfect success. We're gone. We're walking, okay? We're walking to Corey crib. Now, Corey crib, if you're walking like about good 6-7 minutes. So we walking, boom. Now, Lauren house is like right here. Corey house is like right there. So they was like literally right by each other. So I say, that's his house right there. And the light was on, right? The inside of where the living room at, the light was on. So he like, you want to ring the bell or you want me to ring the bell? I'm like, I want to ring the bell. He like, you want to ring the bell? I'm like, I want to ring the bell. He like, all right, cool. He like, wait. So Marky put the eggs by this tree, right? So he opened up the bag. He took one, tied it up. He put the other one by the tree. Boom. He gets on the side. Now, because it was like a two-story thing. So he was just like hiding on the side. So I look, I know the last name. I hit the bell. Nobody come. I hit the bell. Now I got a hoodie on. So I see somebody look out the window. So I put my head down like. So boom, they open up the door. So I look up. It's somebody else though. It's like another teenager. I'm like, hey, Corey here. He like, yeah, he in the bathroom. He like, hold on. I'm like, all right. He like, you want to come in? I'm like, no, I'll wait right here. He like, you can step right here. Because as soon as you step in the inside, it's the hallway. And then if you go inside the door, that's the crib. But I didn't want to be nowhere closed. I don't know how he rolling. I don't know who in there. So I'm like, no, I'll wait right here. I'm like, just tell him that one of his friends, he like, what's your name? I'm like, oh, they call me Sam. He like, Sam? I'm like, yeah. So I got my head down. So Marky like, some boy. He like, so boom, I dipped to the side. So I'm just waiting, right? But I got my back turned. So Corey, you hear Corey come out. He shuts the door. He like, hey. I look, I'm like, yo, what's up? He like, what's up? And I'm walking up and when he saw me, it was like if he saw a ghost. You could tell. Because I turned around. He like, hey. I'm like, hey. He like, and I start walking close. He like, you? I'm like, yeah, me. I'm like, what's up? He like, what's up? I'm like, yeah, so what you was talking about? I'm like, you was coming up there trying to fight me over there at Stephanie's crib and all that while we was hooping. I'm like, what's up now? I'm like, you think I'm mad? He like, man, I ain't finna fight you over no girl. I'm like, I ain't fighting you over no girl. I'm like, you can have her. I'm like, I already had Nick. I'm like, you try to mess with everybody that I done talked to. Just like you tried to mess with Lauren. I'm like, why you keep doing it? And I'm like, you be talking about me. I'm like, why? But you be want to be cool with me. He like, man, watch out. So boom, he pushed me like, because I was coming up in his face. He like, man, watch out. I said, oh. I did that to his arm. Oh, but by the time I did that, because I'm thinking I'm putting some effect on it. Ugh, don't touch me. All of a sudden, all you hear is smackle. Let's put a pause in it. Let's put a pause in it. Let's put a pause. He said, watch out. Okay? Watch out. I said, like, because, you know, you put, and then as I'm doing that, all you hear is splash, and his head was like, he was like, man, what? Marky threw the egg and whacked him. Splack. But when he splacked him, Marky was already coming up. Okay, it was like, splack. Like, everything was happening fast. I couldn't swing. I didn't know what was going on. I was thrown off by the whack. The whack took me. Okay, I was like, he could have swung on me because my guard was down. Because I was laughing because his whole head was like, he was shocked. It was like if he got shot, he like, yo, what? Marky, run up. Boom. Marky ain't talking, ain't waste no time. Boom, boom, boom. Corey like, man, what? So the boy that had answered the door, he comes out. He like, hey, yo, get up off my brother. So that's his brother. So I'm like, hey, yo, don't touch my brother. I'm like, don't touch my brother. I'm like, watch out. He like, man, you watch out. I'm like, you watch out. So the mama come out. Hey. Yo, stop. No, stop. So she breaks it up. So she was like, where you live? Where do you stay? So Marky like, come on, let's go. He like, I know where they stay, Mom. So we breaks running. He like, I know where they stay. Me and Marky, we gone. We went from walking there to running back. So I'm like, hey, what you do with the eggs? He like, I left it by the tree. I'm like, we gone. So boom, we get to our crib. As we get into our crib, we see somebody already coming down the one way. Like, I'm already panicking. Like, that might be them. Lord behold, when I'm looking, that's totally Corey's car. So I'm like, bro, we got to hurry up and get in the window quick. Like, we got to be fast. Like, we can't be like, because Marky, when he going up, like, he just don't. It's not a perfect success. Okay? Y'all know this. Okay? Y'all know this. It's not a perfect success. I need him to hurry up, but do it quietly. I know that's asking for too much. To hurry up and do it quietly. But you got to put these combinations together. It's a master combo. So he like, all right, so Marky, we both hit the gate. So he like, you go first. I'm like, all right. So you see them parking. So, but they can't see us. Cause the way when you come on the front side, you gotta walk all the way down the path. Only thing when the sensor light come on, you just gonna see you ain't gonna see us in case we make noise. So boom, I get it on. Boom. I throw myself in the window quietly. Pause for a second. So Marky like, help me. I'm like, so you hear the ling 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 ling. I'm like, oh my god, ling 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 ling. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. Oh my God, all you hear is straight bell. You hear straight bell. My mom gets up. Who is that? Let that be Beth. I promise you I'm going to drag in. My mom is on one. So Marky, look at come on. So I grab him. When I grab him in, my mom is already storming down. Who is it? So boom, she opened up the door. You hear, I'm like, Marky, get under the bed. Like, I'm telling him to get under the bed. Get under the bed. So he like, okay. So my mama like, Rody Dody, come down. So I'm trying to put the window down, put the sheets right. I come down. She say, you been in his house?